Compiled by Paul MONTELLAAug. 14-1937, the Detroit Tigers scored 36 runs, 16-1 and 27, against the St. Louis Browns in a doubleheader sweep to set Major League record. Pete Fox of the Tigers scored 8 of the runs in the doubleheader. 1958, Vic Power of the Cleveland Indians stole home twice, the 8th and 10th innings, in a 10-9 win over Detroit. He had only 3 steals all year. 1961, the Philadelphia Phillies dropped their 17th straight game, a 9-2 loss to Dick Ellsworth and the Chicago Cubs. It was also the 11th consecutive complete game thrown against the Phillies. 1969, on an off day after a 3-game sweep by the Astros in Houston, the New York Mets fell to third place, 9 1/2 games behind the Chicago Cubs. 1971, St. Louis right-hander Bob Gibson pitched a no-hitter, blanking the Pittsburgh Pirates 11-0. Jose Cruz made a running catch of Milt May's 400-foot ride to center in the 7th inning, and third baseman Joe Torre made a leaping stab of Dave Cash's bad hop grounder in the 8th inning. 1982, Pete Rose of the Philadelphia Phillies, in his first at-bat of a 15-11 victory over the Montreal Expos, passed Hank Aaron and moved into first place on the all-time at-bat list with 12,365. 1987, Oakland's Mark McGwire set a Major League rookie record with his 39th homer of the season to help the A's to a 7-6, 12-inning victory over the California Angels. McGwire gave the A's a 5-3 lead in the 6th when he hit the 2-run homer off Don Sutton. 1998, Baltimore's Chris Hoiles became the 9th major leaguer and first catcher to hit 2 grand slams in one game against the Cleveland Indians. Hoiles homered in the 3rd inning off Charles Nagy and in the 8th against Ron Balone to lead the Orioles to a 15-3 victory. 2002, Trevor Hoffman became the first reliever in Major League history to have 30 or more saves in 8 straight seasons in San Diego's 6-2 win over the New York Mets. 2007, Atlanta manager Bobby Cox set a dubious record in the Braves' 5-4 victory over San Francisco. Cox was tossed after the 5th for arguing a called third strike, the 132nd ejection of his career, to break the mark originally set by Hall of Famer John McGraw. 2009, Felix Pye became the 4th player in Orioles history to hit for the cycle, and Baltimore tied club records for extra base hits and doubles in a 16-6 rout of the Los Angeles Angels. 2010, Alex Rodriguez of the New York Yankees hit 3 homers in an 8-3 victory over the Kansas City Royals. 2011, the Chicago Cubs stopped Dan Uggla's 33-game hitting streak and rallied from a 4-run deficit to beat the Atlanta Braves 6-5. Uggla's streak was the longest in the majors in 5 years. He was 0 for 3 with an RBI. 2011, Albert Pujols hit the longest home run at 6-year-old Busch Stadium, and St. Louis overcame an injury to starter Edwin Jackson in a 6-2 win over Colorado. Pujols' 2-run drive in the first was estimated at 465 feet. 2013, Alfonso Soriano homered twice for the 2nd straight night and drove in a career-high 7 runs, giving him a staggering 13 RBIs in 2 games, while powering the New York Yankees to an 11-3 victory over the Los Angeles Angels. 2015, Matt Kemp hit a triple in the 9th for the first cycle in San Diego Padres history, and they went on to win 9-5 over the Colorado Rockies. Kemp also had a 2-run homer in the first, single in the 3rd and an RBI double in the 7th. 2015, Corey Kluber flirted with a no-hitter for the 2nd consecutive outing against Minnesota, before finishing with a 1-hitter in his 2nd straight complete game as Cleveland cruised to a 6-1 win. Kluber gave up just a solo home run to Joe Mauer and struck out 7 in his 4th complete game of the season. Kluber took a no-hitter into the 7th inning in his last start, also against Minnesota, before Mauer singled with 2 outs. This time, the only blemish on Kluber's line before Mauer's home run with 2 outs in the 4th was a walk to rookie Miguel Sano in the 2nd inning. Today's birthdays: David Peralta 29, Jeremy Hazelbacher 29, Clay Buchholz 32,